Hey y'all, I'm so excited to try this recipe. I've been thinking of it for a long time. Just never was in a position that I was ready to pull the trigger. And I got the ingredients. I know it's hot out, and you're saying to yourself, Scotty, why would you cook chili in June when it's hot? Well, to me, chili's good anytime. You know, turn your air conditioner off. I don't know what to tell you. But I eat it 12 months a year. This is the Knoxville Chili Company, so it would make sense that, you know, I've done the Shelby and I've done whatever that other kind was. But this one I'm going to make pretty much from scratch. And what I think is going to be unique about it is I'm going to use top sirloin steak instead of hamburger. So that's part of the reason I'm excited. But I'm pulling out all the stops. I'm going to put red pepper in it, green pepper, orange pepper. I'm going to put a poblano in it. I don't have them laying here, but I'm going to throw some jalapenos in there. Kidney beans, pinto beans, fire roast diced tomatoes. V8 juice is going to be the soup to base. Some onion. I'm even going to put some chocolate bar in there because I've heard that works well in spaghetti and chili. So, like I said, we're going to pull out all the stops. Now, the thing is that sirloin steak, when you cook it on the grill or whatever, it's a little firm. I don't want to say tough, it's a little firm. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to cook this in the crock pot. But to start out, I'm going to cube up this sirloin steak. I got about, what do I have there, just short of 2 pounds. So I'm going to cut that into cubes. I'm going to put V8 juice in the crock pot, the steak in the crock pot, and one of the packages of chili seasoning in the crock pot. And I'm going to simmer that for as long as it takes to get that steak close to tender. Then I'm going to start adding the vegetables, the rest of the ingredients, and then of course I'll wait to the last 30 minutes or so before I add the beans to it. So anyway, sit back and relax. This is going to be Knoxville Chili Company's chili. Let's see how it turns out. Like I said, I'm excited to try it. Well, as you can see, this crock pot's not going to make the whole chili. But good thing I got a big pan my dad gave me last summer. That's exactly why I wanted it, because I wanted to be able to make chili with as much ingredients in it as I wanted. So, what we're going to do is we're going to simmer this steak, and you can see that I've cubed it up. We're going to simmer this steak in this V8 juice and, like I say, one of the packages of the chili mix that I'm using, the chili seasoning mix that I'm using. So we're going to let this simmer. I don't know how long it's going to take. We're going to start out checking it probably in 2 hours. I thought about doing it on high and trying to speed up the process, but yeah, you know what? I'm going to kick it up on high for about an hour. And the reason I want to do this in the crock pot is I don't want to be chained to the kitchen, you know. And if I've got it on the stove and I'm using a regular pot and pan on it, then that means I'm going to be having to come in here and stir it and watch it. And to be honest with you, I don't want to do that all day, and I know this is going to take hours. So, anyways, there you go. That's what we got there. We're going to start out with that as our tomato and our beef base, and we'll let it simmer. We'll check in on it, show you what's going on. All right, it's taken about 4.5 hours to get it to this point, and I was afraid it may not get to that point, but you can see now that the steak is starting to it's tender. It's starting to split up. So, anyways, let me get the vegetables cut up. We'll get this stuff assembled. I'm probably going to let it simmer for about an hour with the vegetables in it. Then we'll add the beans to it. And voila, we should have some pretty good chili. At least I'm hoping. So, anyways, I'll be right back with you. Alright, y'all. I've switched the meat and the broth over from the crock pot to this chili pot. It's going to give me plenty of room. And here what I've got is onions, poblano peppers, red pepper, orange pepper, green pepper, 2 big bulbs of garlic, and a pepper that starts with a C. It kind of looks like a big banana pepper. It's supposed to be sweet hot. I'd never seen them before, but anyways, you know, I'm just making a concoction here, so I said, I'll throw one of those in there too. So that's what's in this bowl here. Oh, and 2 onions. And then what I've got over here is 1 more onion because it wouldn't fit in the bowl, and I was about in tears, so I ran out of the kitchen. So I got 2 onions, about 3/4 of each one of those peppers. I'm saving 1/4 of each one of those peppers for something else I'm going to make for you. And then, like I said, 2 bulbs of garlic, 2 big bulbs of garlic, and I think 3 or 4 jalapenos, and that one special pepper there that I didn't know the name of. And it's like a, I don't even want to try to pronounce it. I'll get crucified on YouTube for trying to pronounce it and pronounce it wrong. But anyway, so that's what we got going on there. I also picked up a can of whole peeled plum tomatoes. Let's put that in there. I got 2 cans of the fire roasted, well, let me try to get it so you can see it. Fire roasted diced with garlic in it. I like garlic. Put that in there. And we got the Rotels with the green chilies. Put that in there. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of this V8 juice. And I'm going to add another package of chili seasoning mix. It was just easier to get this than it was to try to get all the ingredients. You know, I mean, I didn't want to go spend $50 to try to make a pot of chili, and I'm a little low on seasonings around here, so that's what I did. I just bought 2 packages of that. Hopefully that'll be enough. That's a pot of chili going on there. So we got that, and I'm going to, my dad got me some chocolate bars for Christmas, and they've been in the freezer. And just because, you know, why'd you put chocolate in there, Scotty? Because I've heard people put chocolate in their spaghetti sauce and in their chili, and we're going to try it. We're not going to put the whole thing in there. Put 3/4 of it in there. Save the rest for me and Quiz. And if I can find it without holding you up too long, I want to put some cumin in it too. So there we go. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let this simmer for a while. 1, to cook the vegetables, and 2, to thicken it up. I might put a little more V8 juice in there because I want it. It's probably going to have to cook for an hour, hour and a half like this on low, just to get it thick and get those vegetables cooked up good. Because I don't like. It's funny. I don't like raw onions. I don't like raw peppers either. So let's go ahead and. You know, a good cook would have stuff ready for you so he didn't delay you. But I'm not a good cook. So, anyways. Let's go with that. There you go. For good measure. We're not going to put the beans in right now. We're going to have to, you know, we're also going to have to leave room for that. So we're going to let this, like I said, we're going to let this simmer, lid off, because I want it to start thickening now. I want to get some of this water cooked out of it. But if you ask me, that looks like it's going to be some pretty good chili. But anyways, as it progresses, I'll bring y'all back. I've let this simmer, a couple hours. One thing I would do next time is probably cook that steak for about 3.5 hours, because I'm afraid now it's gotten too tender. It's starting to fall apart and dissipate into the chili. But last step is we're going to add the beans, and what I'm going to do is I'm putting 2 cans of kidney beans and a can of pinto beans in it, and hopefully that's enough beans. Yeah, that looks good. Huh? That's one heck of a pot of chili, though, I'll tell you that. I'm not going to let it simmer any longer. It'll be hot enough now. What I'm going to do is just turn it off and let it cool. That way, hopefully, it'll stop cooking. That meat, like I said, has gotten plenty of tender enough now. And obviously, it's going to be better tomorrow. So, let me do that. Let me cool it, let it cool down, and we'll heat it back up tomorrow, and we'll take a taste test of it so we get a true sample of what it tastes like. But I've tasted it to make sure I had my seasonings right, and it's got quite a kick to it. But I think it's going to be some really good stuff. So, anyways, I'll bring you back when I test it out, and I'll let you know what it tastes like. All right, there you go. We had a little rest period overnight. Put a little sharp cheddar cheese on it. The only thing I think I'd do different next time is, like I say, instead of cooking that steak 4.5 hours, I'd cook that steak about simmer it like I did for probably about 2.5, 3 hours, and then go ahead and finish simmering it in the pot. I think that would give the steak the perfect consistency. It's not a problem. There's still chunks in it. It's just that some of it has gotten so tender that it's just kind of dissipated into the chili. But I got a feeling it's still going to be good. And I'm getting ready to check it out and see whether I'm telling the truth or not. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Holy smokes. I am proud to say that that is the Knoxville Chili Company recipe right there. Man, that is good. It's got some heat to it. Not real sweet, but a little bit. Got a little sweet to it. Folks, I hate to sound like I'm bragging, but that is some darn good chili there. So, there you go. You see how I did it, right or wrong, that's how I made it. It turned out really good. Hope you all have enjoyed it. Have a good day. See ya.